Okay, for question 1, we need to write 1.8972, correct the 2 decimal places. So that would be 1.90, because 9, 7 at the back would turn into 10, which adds 1 over here. So it's 1.90.
Alright, so for question 2, factorize 2x squared minus x. So firstly we need to put x here because that's like the common thing, the common factor, and then 2x minus 1. X to x minus 1.
Okay, for question 3, Giulio's reaction times are measured in 2 games. In the first game, his reaction time is 1/3 of a second. In the second game, his reaction time is 1/8 of a second. We need to find the difference between the 2 reaction times, which is 1/3 minus 1/8. Because if we do it the other way, then it's negative. So first we find the common denominator, which is 3 times 10, 24, and then 8 minus 3, which is equal to 5 over 24.
For the next question, question 4, the table shows different methods of travel for 20 people going to work. Which type of average, mean, median, or mode can be used for this information? Alright, so we can't use average, so because average uses x and f. And since we only have f, which is the frequency, x, and we still... Huh? Yeah, they need to be values. They need to be values. Since x doesn't have a value, well, there is no x, average can't happen. In fact, average, mean, or median just needs to have an x or f value. So the only thing possible is the mode. So mode is our answer.
Okay, for question 5a, we need to find the coordinates of the point where the line y equals to 3x minus 8 crosses the y-axis, which is basically c, negative 8. So, negative 8 and 0. For question 5b, we need to write down the gradient of the line y equals to 3x minus 8, which is mx, 3x. So m is equal to 3.
Next question, calculate a negative 12 over negative 2. This is very easy because negative 12 over divide negative 2, it's basically just 12 divide 2. So you can sort of cancel out the minus signs, which is of course 6. Or you could just use the calculator if you want. So next question is cube root of bracket 2 cubed plus 2 close bracket. For this one, you can use your calculator because it's pretty hard. I know, it's cubic, John.
Cubic of 10.
2 cubed is 8.
Plus 2.
Oh, 2 cubed 10, no. Which is 2.154.
Okay, for question 7, here's a list of numbers, lots of 7 numbers. From this list, we need to write down a prime number. So first, we take all the integers. So third 1 to 1 is 11. It's a prime number, yes. So how about 21? 21 is a multiple of 3. 31 and 51 is also a multiple of 3. So it's either 31 or cert 1 to 1. For question 7b, we need to write down an irrational number. Now an irrational number is a number that is not an integer and cannot be defined by fractions. So 2/3 can be defined by fractions. It's only down to these two. Cert 1 to 1 is 11, so it's only cert 13 because there's lots of decimals. Okay.
Alright, question 8. Question 8. The scatter diagram shows the number of people and the number of phones in each of 8 buildings. 8A. One of the buildings contain 42 people, so number of people 42 is this dot. Write down the number of phones in this building. So at this dot, this X is 32. So the answer here is 32. What type of correlation is shown in the scatter diagram? So this is very obvious, but you can draw a little straight line if you want. So this is something like the correlation, and clearly it's going upwards, meaning it's a positive correlation. Positive. Yay!
Okay, for question... Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, for question 9, without using a calculator, work out 12 over 35 times 7 over 9. So first, we copy the same thing. You have to give me later.
Huh?
Times 7 over 9. Now this is very big numbers. Oh, 35, not 59. Okay, so these are very big fractions. So what we can do is factorize them. 1, 5. 3, 4. Okay, now we have factorized them. Now we can multiply them, which is equal to 4 over 15.
Okay, so here's your calculator. For question 10, rearrange 2W plus H equals the P to make W the subject. Alright, so expand it. 2W plus 2H is P. 2W is P minus 2H. And W is therefore P minus 2H over 2. P minus 2H over 2. P minus 2H over 2.
Okay, for question 11, we need to complete this statement with an expression in terms of n, which is basically double brackets. So first, we have m cubed over here. So this is m squared. M squared times n is m cubed. So here is m over here. And then 18 divided 9 is 2. So 9m squared times 2m is equal to 18m cubed. Okay, now for this one, 9m squared. Oh yeah. This 7, this one. So plus 1. Okay, now we can double check. So 9m squared times 2m is 18m cubed. And then 9m squared plus 1 is 9m squared. And then 7 times 2m is 14m. And then 7 times 1 is 7. Yep.
For question 12, the diagram shows a sector of a circle with radius 6.2 and sector angle 217. Calculate the area of this sector. Alright, so we want to find the area of the sector. So it's x over pi r squared, which is the whole area of the circle, equals to the angle, which is 217 over 360. X is 217 over 360 multiply pi r squared, which equals to r is 6.2, so 217 over 360 multiply r squared, 6.2 squared, pi, which is 72.79. 72.79.
Okay, for question 13, the diagram shows a pyramid with a square base. The triangular faces are congruent isosceles triangles. So congruent, they said congruent. So this is 6, 6, 6. And then, yep, that's all they gave us. We need to write down the number of planes of symmetry in this pyramid. So first line of symmetry would be this one. Yep, it cuts it in half. And then this one. Hold on. This one. Yep, that's another one. This one. Another one. And lastly, this one. That's all the numbers of plane of symmetry. Now we find out how much there are. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 planes of symmetry.
Alright, so for the next question, we'll use the paper because we can't do it on digital. So we'll just draw a line for now. So this is our line. Then we put a marking somewhere on the line. And then take our compass. Over here we need to measure 4 centimeters. Which is about this length. Then we'll mark it 4 centimeters like this. Alright, now that we've got 4 centimeters, take out your ruler again, and from 0 extend it to 6 centimeters now. And then what you want to do is place here, just draw a little cut over here. Doesn't have to be too big, but I made it big accidentally. Then over here, from the point you drew, so the circles should intersect each other. So that's the point, that's the center point, where you can take your ruler from your first point, mark it to the center, the top of it. And your other point, mark it to the top of it. Whoops, hold on, let me redraw this again. Like this. And label this 6, 6, 4. You can draw this. Yeah, and technically you're pretty much done.
Okay, for question 14, one solution of the equation ax squared plus a equals to 150 is x equal to 7. We need to find the value of a. So we know that x is 7. So 7 squared is 49. A plus 8, which is equal to 58, equal to 150. So a is equal to 150 over 50, which is 3. We need to find the other solution, so we don't know what that means, but we see an x equals over here, so we get an idea of what it is. So we will just put a into this equation, except 3. So 3x squared plus a, 3x squared plus 3 equals to 150. 3x squared equals to 147. X squared equals to 49. So x is equal to 7 plus minus, which is equal to -7 because there's already 7.
For question 15, find the length of AB. So firstly, this is basically Pythagorean here. Insert 5 squared, the difference between the x and y coordinates. Insert 5 squared plus 13 squared, which is 13.9 13.93. 13.93 is the answer. You can even draw the graph of triangle if you want. This is like 513.
Okay, for question 16, A equals to B times H over 2. A is equal to 10 corrected in nearest whole number. H is equal to 4 corrected in nearest whole number. We need to work out the upper bound for the value of B. So first we eliminate the denominator, 2A equal to B times H. B equals to 2A over H, which is equal to, this must be the upper and this must be the maximum, because this is divide. So you don't want it to be big, you want it to be small. Okay, so then we put in the values. So here would be 10.5 times 2, which is 21, over 3.5, which is 6.
Next, question 17. Simplify x cubed plus 5x squared over x squared minus 25. So the bottom denominator is the simple one, is x plus 5x minus 5. Make it slightly more bigger. The fractions. That's the denominator. And then the numerator is x squared, x plus 5. Now, notice anything similar? The numerator has x plus 5 and the denominator also has x plus 5, all in brackets. So we can cancel these out, which will give us x squared over x minus 5.
Okay, for question 18, y is inversely proportional to the square of x plus 1. Y is, we need to, so first we write down our equation. Y is inversely proportional, which is proportional to 1 over x plus 1 squared. Y is equal to k over x plus 1 squared. So we need to find k using this equation. So we'll replace 0.875 equal to k over 1 plus 1, which is 2 squared, 4. K is equal to 0.875 times 4, 3.5. And then we find y when x is equal to 4. So y equals to 3.5 over 5 squared, 25, which is equal to 0.15.
For question 19, J, K, L, and M are points on the circumference of a circle with diameter JL. That is important. Diameter JL, meaning this is 90 degrees. Yeah. And JL and KM intersect N, clearly. Angle J and K is 104 degrees, and angle MLJ is 22 degrees. Work out the value of D degrees. Well, just D. Alright. So firstly, label whatever you can. This is 104 because we might need the information. So 180 minus 22 is minus 104. I forgot the 104. So this is 54. And since this is 90 degrees, so 54. Wait, 90 minus 54 is, so this side is 36. I know. So then once we got this alternate segments, like my little brother said. So we could have labeled more points, but then that's just sad. Alright, D is 36.
Okay, for question 28, 40 children were asked if they have a computer or a phone or both. The Venn diagram shows the results. So, this. A child is chosen at random from the children who have a computer, so we'll only look over here. Total 15 in here. So we need to write the probability that the child also has a phone. 8 over the total of people who have a computer, which is 8 over 7 plus 15. 7 plus 8, 15. For question 28-2, we need to complete the Venn diagram. So how much do not have a computer, which is basically over here, 23. How much do not have a computer and do not have a phone? 2, because they're over here. And do not have a phone is 7. And then the outside is 8. For question 20b, in this Venn diagram, we need to shade the region A union B prime intersect C. So first, we do this bracket. So A, let's use highlighter. A intersect, that's A, intersect B, union B prime, everything outside of B, and then intersect C. And that would be only this part. Looks a bit like a Batman.
For our next question, 21a, find 5a. Alright, 5, 3, 4, 5, 0. Which is basically just straight up multiply. 15, 20, 25, and 0. Yay! Alright, next is A plus B. A plus B is also simple. So 3 plus 1 over here is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 0 plus negative 3 is negative 3. Oh wait, hold on, this is not, no, wrong segments plus wrong segment. Wait, hold on. 5 plus negative 3 is 2. And 0 plus 2 is 2. So that's 4, 8, 2, 2. Next is AB. AB is 3, 4, 5, 0. 1, 4, negative 3, 2. Which is, alright. Multiplying is not the same as any other things in matrix. So 3 multiply 1, 3, and then plus 4 multiply negative 3 is negative 12. So negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9. And then next, 3 multiply 4 is 12. And then 4 multiply 2 is 8. So 12 plus 8 is 20. 5 multiply 1 is 5. 5 plus 0 is 5. And 5 multiply 4, 20. 20 plus, I didn't 0, it's just 20. Alright, so it's negative 9, 20, 5, and then 20.
Okay, for question 22, ABCD is a parallelogram, so this is parallel, like that. n is the point on BD such that BN to ND is 4 to 1. Find in terms of AB is S and AD is T as labeled. Find in terms of S and T an expression in its simplest form for BD, which is here, BA plus AD. So AB is S, so BA is negative S plus T. AD is T. Negative S plus T. For question 22b, we need to find Cn. So Cn is basically Cn is equal to CD plus Dn. So CD is equal to negative S. Dn is equal to 1/5 of dB, and dB is equal to S minus T, because it's negative this. So that's BP. It's BD.
BD.
Is DB. Okay, then so Dn would be equal to 1/5 S minus 1/5 T. So negative S plus 1/5 S minus 1/5 T is equal to negative S plus 1/5 S or negative 4/5 S minus 1/5 T.
For question 23, 160 students record the amount of time, T hours, they each spend playing computer games in a week. This information is shown in the cumulative frequency diagram. Use the diagram to find an estimate of the median, which if you think about it, the median sounds like middle. So the middle of the cumulative frequency, 80. 160 divided to is 80. Then 80 matches with 80 matches with 5. Alright. The interquartile range is 160 divided 4 multiply 1/4 basically. Is this and this, which is 3.6. Then the next one is 120. 120 over here. And all the way down to 6. Goes to 6. 6 minus 3.6 is 2.4. So the answer is 2.4 hours. Next is 23b. Use the diagram to complete this frequency table. Alright, so this is 0 to this is 0 to 2. So t is 2. So then t is 2 is 20 over there. and then t is 4. T is 4 will go here. Which is roughly 46. 46 minus 20, 26. And then next, t is 6. That is 120. 120 and then minus 26. Hold on, wait. No, it's 120 minus 26 minus 20, which is 74. And then the rest they've completed for you.
Okay, for question 24, we need by shading the wanted regions of the grid, draw and label the region R which satisfy the following three inequalities. So unwanted region, so we switch this one. So y is smaller or equal to 2, become y is bigger or equal to 2. So this is not a dotted line because it's bigger or equal. So then we shade this area with blue, red, and green. So blue would be this one. And then for x is smaller than 3, it is dotted lines because smaller, not smaller, equal. And then instead of doing smaller, we do bigger. So first we draw the line, dotted, 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 dot, dot, dot. And then at the other side, we put red highlights. And then for the last line, green, green, it is y. So first we draw the line y equals to x plus 4. And then smaller, which would be this. Oh, it becomes bigger and bigger. So the wanted regions is this because it's unshaded. So here is R.
So for question 25, the diagram shows two regular pentagons. Pentagon FGHJK is an enlargement of pentagon ABCDE, center O. Find angle AEK. So it's this angle that we're trying to find. So firstly, this is regular pentagons. So this is 108. This is their parallel, because the bigger one is just an enlargement. So to find angle FKE, 108 divided 2, which is 54. Then now since they're parallel, 118 minus 54 is 126. So angle AEK is 126. Why did I use pencil? 126. The area of a pentagon FGHJK is 73.5 centimeters squared. The area of pentagon ABCDE is 6 centimeters squared. Find the ratio perimeter of pentagon FGHJK perimeter to the ratio over the perimeter of pentagon ABCDE in its simplest form. So basically, this is the area 1, this is area 2, this is to the power of half, equals to the perimeter 1 over perimeter 2. So we need to sub 73.5 over 6. So 73.5 over 6, which is 3.5 over 1. Now, this isn't in simplest form because it has decimals, so it's actually 7 to 2.